In this video, I'll be going over some SAT non-calculator problems. So to start, our first question is, line L is shown in the XY plane above. Line M, not shown, is parallel to line L and passes through the point 0, 3. Which of the following is an equation of line M? Now, the big takeaway from this problem that we have in the question here is that line M, the one that we're trying to solve for, is parallel to line L. And parallel essentially means that it has the same slope. So that's the big takeaway. We know that line M has the same slope as line L, and the y-intercept can be different. Whereas on perpendicular lines, we have the negative reciprocal of the given slope. So since we're finding parallel, we know that line M has to be the same slope, and from our answer choices you can see that they all have different slopes, so we know that by finding the slope of this given line here in the graph, we can find our answer. So you find the slope by doing rise over run. So we have rise over run is equal to, and here we'll start from this point. We're rising 1, 2. So we're rising 2, and then we're running 1, 2, 3. We're running 3. So rise is 2 and run is 3. And this is going in the negative direction, so it's minus. So now that we have our slope, we can just look at our answer choices and see which slope matches this, which equation has the same slope as this, and that would be choice A. And hypothetically, our line would look like this, where it just goes something like this. Because we know our y-intercept is at 3, so we can make our line M here. So that's problem number 1. Now for the second problem, we have, what are the slope and the y-intercept of the graph in the xy plane of the equation 5x plus 4y plus 3 equals 0? So first, let's just find the slope, and this is a standard form equation, so you're just interpreting a standard form equation. So we have 5x plus 4y plus 3 equals 0, and now we isolate y because when you're trying to find the slope, you can only isolate y and then solve for or move x to the other side. So our first step will be minus 5x from both sides. So 4y plus 3 equals negative 5x. Then minus 3 from both sides. We have 4y minus is equal to minus 5x minus 3. And then we isolate y. So now we divide by 4 on both sides. And then we get y is equal to minus 5 over 4x minus 3 over 4. And now that we have this equation, we have to interpret it. So first we have, what is the slope? And remember, the original form is y equals mx plus b, and m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So our slope here is minus 5 over 4. So that knocks off c and d because we know that it has to be a negative. And then we have our y-intercept, which is essentially just what is y equal to when x is 0. So if we just plug in x, if we just plug this in as 0, then our answer would be minus 3 over 4. So we know that knocks off b, and our answer is A. Now for the next question, we have 1 over 4x minus 2 equals 3 minus x. What value of x satisfies the equation above? So now we're just combining like terms. So we'll bring the x, so we'll have 1 over 4x minus 2 equals 3 minus x. We'll combine like terms. So let's bring this x over here. So now we have 1 over 4x plus x minus 2 equals 3. and then we bring the 2 over to the other side. So now our new equation is 1 over 4x plus x equals 3 plus 2 is 5. So now we just combine 1 over 4 and x. So we have 1 over 4 plus, so we'll just get rid of the x for now. So 1 over 4 plus 1 over 1, because that's just x. So that means we just multiply by 4, and then we get 5 is equal to 5 over 4. So that means our new answer is 5 over 4x is equal to 5. And then to solve, we have to divide both sides by 5 over 4. So then x is equal to 5 over 1, which is just 5, divided by 5 over 4. And now the properties of dividing by fractions, we bring this up here, so it becomes x is equal to 5 over 1 times 4 over 5, and this is equal to 20 over 5, and this is equal to 4. So 4 is our final answer. So just to recap, we originally just combined like terms, and 1 over 4 plus x plus x, 1 over 4x plus x is 5 over 4, and then we just divided by 5 over 4 to isolate x, and then we just divided by fractions, and we got 4.